This is Wine Leaks. Believe it or not, but this is our first video which we are doing not in Russian, but in English, and hopefully it's not going to be a disaster. And my guest, we're still in Moscow, and our guest today is this beautiful lady, Theodore, right?
Exactly.
Theodore. She's from France, so probably you can just introduce yourself briefly for our audience. And our audience is mainly people from Australia, so my second motherland.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Theodore. As he said, I was born in Bulgaria, but I'm French, and I live here in Moscow since 2 years and a half now, as like a manager of 2 departments of marketing for a French company here.
French wine company?
No, French food company, retail.
French retail.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna ask you which one. Okay, fantastic. And I heard that you have a sort of wine-related background, like your grandfather or grandmother.
Like my grandfather,
Yeah.
who is living actually in Bulgaria, he's making his own wine. I just assisted once to like the process of winemaking, but actually tried one of his wines. I mean, has still to progress, but it's still like a good beginning. I mean, for him.
Okay, cool, fantastic. So now you're a French girl born in Bulgaria with definitely fantastic wine background, doing business and living in Russia and Moscow. What do you think? Like, do you see like any sort of transition or changes in Russian kind of culture mentality? Do you think that still Russians drink more probably vodka or some other strong alcohol, or we are kind of progressing into the wine direction?
I think that Russia, as you said, of course, is like has the most biggest drinkers about like for vodka.
Drinkers for sure. The
That's
question
for
is
sure.
what?
If you watch the statistic, yes, but I think now they have a really like new segment like to approach. For example, wines. You have a lot of persons who appreciate more and more wines. I would say even more and more girls, actually women, in Russia. But if you see like the statistics actually in Russia, you notice that only 7% of the population consider themselves like as really like knowers about wine. So you have still a big work to do actually to give the knowledge to Russian population about wine. What is a good wine and how to choose the wine, etc.
Okay, can I ask you one question? It's kind of tricky. The company which you are working for, do you sell wine products?
Yeah, of course.
Do you
Yes.
sell Australian-made products?
I think no.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Is it not popular? Or
Because our company is French. I think maybe they promote mostly like
Your own, okay.
European wines actually. But I think you have a really good place for Australian wines, of course, because I heard that Russians actually are really addicted to something new, like innovation. And so now that they know a lot about French wines, more and more Spanish wines, they're more, let's say, interested to know about, for example, new countries.
like new barrels?
Yeah, exactly. So, for example, Australia, New Zealand, America, South Africa, of course. So they're really more enthusiastic. Yeah.
Okay, and what about yourself? Like, have you ever tried any Australian wines? And if you have, which one? And did you like it, or it's like kind of so-so? Or
Yeah, of course. Here I go to like often to restaurants. Actually, I really appreciate to have one glass of wine with my meals. And for the last bottle of Australian wine I tried was from Tyrrell's. I don't know if I pronounce it good, but it was
yeah?
red wine from
Red
Australia.
wine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, it was really good and really fresh. Yeah.
So did I get correctly? So you initially, first time ever, you tried Australian-made wine here in Moscow?
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's true.
Really?
Yeah.
Good promotion.
Yeah.
Okay, so what, like let's imagine for example the situation when Australian producers would love to to come like to Australian market, what would be your advice? Where to start?
Okay, first of all, if I have one advice, is that the bottle has to be with a really good design. I know,
Design?
yes,
Okay.
the design of the bottle is really important because I think Russians are, especially women, let's say, are really sensitive to the aesthetic of the bottle. Most of them, as I said, they don't know so much about wine. So the first thing they're gonna see, if they don't know, for example, the
Packaging.
wine or the brand, it's the packaging.
Right.
So if it's attractive, they're gonna buy it for sure. So this is the first one. And then the second point, because I organize here like my first and only for the moment wine tasting with Russian people, I noticed that they're really sensitive with really fruity types of wines.
So it's
for
probably
example.
not really dry, but more fruity, like
Exactly.
Chardonnay or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And probably the last question. Again, let's imagine the situation because obviously Australia is far away from anything, and let's picture a like single person in Australia thinking where to go, and he or she has a choice to go to Paris, to go to London, or to go to Moscow. Would you be advising to come to Moscow, and if yes, why?
Of course. Moscow, I think, is one of the best destinations you can go because, first of all, everybody has a lot of stereotypes of Moscow because I think most of them
Bears?
didn't come here.
We don't have bears in the Red Square.
Yeah, exactly. We don't
Not all
have
the
bears.
time.
People, maybe you think that they're really like narrow-minded or etc. But actually, Russians are the people who have the most and the most grateful hospitality ever. They're gonna invite you and you're gonna like have a really nice time with them. I will advise, of course, to Australians since they have more sunny weather than cold, to come here especially for Christmas. As
Sure.
we're now
Winter,
close to Christmas.
like now.
Because this is the perfect moment, I think, to see Moscow because it's full of snow, and you have the chance also maybe to go ice skating in Gorky Park, where it's like just a fantastic thing you can do, and something that you cannot do, of course, in Australia. Yeah.
Okay, my Australian friends, Moscow is calling. Thank you very much. Thank you, Theodore. Nice to see you here.
Thank you.
Looking forward.
Thank you very
Thanks.
much.
Cheers.
Bye.